Hey everyone, welcome to the CarVenture. Today I will reveal some of the most hated and detested SUVs of 2024. For sure, and I've been telling this, there are tons of SUVs out there that are quite good. But on the flip side, there are still a few that have irked many drivers and consumers so badly that they often get subpar customer satisfaction and high not going to buy again ratings. This video is a list of those SUVs, and I caution everyone to have second or third thoughts when buying these cars. Before I start, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons. Those little clicks are actually a big help for me in sustaining this channel and creating useful car-related content. Now let's start this rundown. GMC YUKON. Let's start this list with the GMC YUKON. Sadly, this YUKON already has a reputation for being subpar, all thanks to its consistent reliability problems. Among the things that severely aggravate the YUKON is its transmission. A lot of its owners have actually reported the SUV being burdened by awful issues such as hard shifting, delayed gear engagement, and even transmission slipping. Of course, aside from the fact that these flaws affect the ride quality of the YUKON, they could also cause expensive repairs and replacements. None of us want that, especially with this kind of economy. Plus, I am not just talking about the 2024 model of the YUKON. These complaints have actually persisted since its 2021 model year, so it's a bit confusing why GMC hasn't addressed the problems that terrorize its transmission. And similar to the other SUVs here, the YUKON isn't actually new to recalls. I mean, you can just Google it so that you can confirm to yourself that I am not lying. Quite notably, General Motors issued a recall for over 449,000 SUVs and pickup trucks, including the 2023-2024 GMC YUKON models, due to a defect in the electronic brake control module. This specific defect is actually arrested to prevent the low brake fluid warning light from illuminating, potentially compromising braking performance and increasing the risk of accidents. Such safety-related recalls contribute to consumer apprehension regarding the YUKON's overall reliability. It's like a punch to the gut that such a well-known SUV is still messed up with such solvable problems already. Lincoln Aviator. The Aviator is an American luxury SUV, and we pretty much know all of that already. So it quite pains me to say this, but yeah, this car is one of the least appreciated SUVs right now. So what I can tell you today is that the Aviator is actually riddled with quality control issues, which in turn have affected its overall reliability. In fact, Consumer Reports has even stated that the 2025 Aviator will be less reliable than other new cars on the market due to the model's history, and the sheer truth that Lincoln isn't really a brand that scores high when it comes to reliability. And oh, don't think I'm bluffing. The prediction was based on the two recalls for the 2024 Aviator issued by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, or NHTSA. This basically tells that Lincoln has challenges in maintaining the quality standards for its cars, and not just the Aviator. If you're unaware, Ford announced a recall affecting 90,736 vehicles in August 2024, including certain 2021 to 2022 Lincoln Aviator models, equipped with 2.7-liter or 3-liter Nano EcoBoost engines. The reason for this is quite harrowing. According to the reports, those affected are prone to engine intake valve failures that could lead to engine damage while driving. By the way, the problems aren't just exclusive to the mechanicals of the Aviator. For example, a number of its owners reported issues with the backup camera. But to be fair, a number of Aviator owners said that they're satisfied with its styling, which of course is something that I can really agree on. If you're not afraid of its asking price, this SUV is probably one of the best when it comes to luxury comfort and refined driving. But then again, for its price, the problems that I mentioned shouldn't exist in the first place. Kia Sorento. Kia is quite hot this year with its Telluride and certain compact SUVs like the Seltos and Soul. But boy, oh boy, there's one that kind of strayed away from the pack, and that's the Sorento. To be straight, the Sorento is bombarded with criticisms, and these infractions have a lot to do with the SUV's performance and reliability. One of the most frequent issues that I encountered about this SUV is its transmission, in particular its low gears. So you see, the transmission of this SUV, as described by some owners quote-unquote, is super clunky, and that's something that you don't want to deal with, especially if you're into smooth driving vehicles. The reason the Sorento has a low customer satisfaction rating is due to its fuel efficiency. And alarmingly, this involves its plug-in hybrid EV variant. There are numerous reports actually that mention a significant decrease in its fuel economy, especially when you're throttling at highway speeds. In one of the reports, it was stated that the SUV only has 23 miles per gallon when entering speeds of 80 miles per hour faster. The thing is, this shouldn't be an issue had it not been for the fact that there are comparisons that we can make. The performance of the plug-in hybrid SORENTO is only marginally better than that of older, less efficient SUVs, leading to disappointment among those who expected superior fuel efficiency from a modern hybrid vehicle. Yes, I need to emphasize that one. The hybrid SORENTO fails to live up to the design ethos of hybrid cars, and that's fuel efficiency above all else. And to further soak the reputation of the SORENTO into the mud, the SUV is also being critiqued for its interior noise and below-average ride quality. The latest generation of the Seltos is actually harsher than its older models, and this is actually accompanied by cacophonous wind noise at high speeds. So yes, don't be surprised why this SUV is hated. Nissan Pathfinder. The Nissan Pathfinder has been one of the subjects of contention among SUV buyers simply because of its reliability and construction quality. Basically, this SUV has little value to offer, so it's not exactly everyone's cup of tea. In fact, a lot of its owners choke about the SUV's overall build. One of the notable issues about the Pathfinder revolves around its tech. For example, a significant number of its drivers have experienced issues with the sunroof, including persistent rattles and wind noise. Those issues should be non-existent, considering the price and the number of years this SUV has been around in the market. In fact, it's nothing short of new when dealerships have attempted repairs, such as replacing the sunroof assembly. However, to the frustration of some of the owners, the problems have persisted. Just imagine the annoyance that they might have helped. Plus, the Pathfinder isn't a stranger when it comes to mechanical flaws. It's one of the SUVs that I know suffers from frequent grinding noises during acceleration, and by all means, these grinding noises are far from being natural. In fact, I even read one owner who described a grinding sound when starting off, which ceased after a few seconds but recurred intermittently. If you encounter this issue and don't get bothered by it, then you're not checking enough. That's a telltale sign that there's something fishy going on with the Pathfinder's drivetrain and mechanical components. Now, platforms like Edmunds have shown a mixed bag of impressions for the Pathfinder. To be fair, some are actually positive, such as its spaciousness and feature-rich design, and I am really cool with that. However, the majority are inclined to express their dissatisfaction with their Pathfinders, so it's quite valid to say that this is one of the most hated SUVs for 2024. What do you see? Ford Explorer. The Ford Explorer has been one of the most serious disappointments in 2024. I mean, the SUV has garnered tons of negative criticism in 2024 due to perennial reliability concerns, which of course have caused its satisfaction ratings too. Consumer Reports even mentioned that it has a predicted reliability rating of just 1 out of 5, and this assessment is actually based on the historical data coming from its recent model years. The issues that I am talking about include engine failures, recurring electronic glitches, and underwhelming transmission systems, and these have struck a major hit on the Explorer's waning reputation. A lot of its owners also mentioned the Explorer stalling or shutting down out of nowhere, which is definitely a worrisome issue, especially if you're in the middle of heavy traffic, or any road trips if that matters. This isn't an isolated case though, as numerous warranty claims and out-of-pocket repairs have been linked to the mechanical bananas of the Ford Explorer. Another source of dissatisfaction related to the SUV is its infotainment system and in-car technology. Customers have noted that the Explorer's infotainment is unintuitive, laggy, and prone to freezing. Just imagine the frustration of Explorer owners every time they are dealing with these clunky issues. Furthermore, problems arise regarding the Explorer's driver assistance systems, such as adaptive cruise control and lane-keeping assistance. In particular, these components have reports of malfunctions or failures, which of course can be deleterious for the car's occupants. And that wraps up this list. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Until then, stay safe and drive responsibly. Peace.